Hello, hello. This is to be continued. I hope you all have a great and wonderful day, whatever you are at. I just want to make this quick video because is the Russian-Ukrainian war about to end? We got two new updates that happened this morning, and I want to go through this. So this was posted first by Trump and all his cabinets, and this is what he said. I just had a lengthy and highly productive phone call with President Vladimir Putin of Russia. We discussed Ukraine, the Middle East, energy, AI, the power of the dollar, and various other subjects. We both reflected on the great history of our nations and the fact that we fought so successfully together in World War II, remembering that Russia lost tens of millions of people and we likewise lost so many. We each talked about the strengths of our respective nations and the great benefit that we will someday have in working together. But first, as we both agreed, we need to stop the millions of deaths taking place in the war with Russia/Ukraine. President Putin even used my strong campaign motto of common sense. We both believe that very strongly in it. We agreed to work together very closely, including visiting each other's nations. We have also agreed to have our respective teams start negotiations immediately, and we will begin by calling President Zelensky of Ukraine to inform him of the conversation, something which I have will be doing right now. I have asked Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Director of the CIA John Ratcliffe, National Security Advisor Michael Waltz, and Ambassador and Special Envoy Steve Witkoff to lead the negotiations, which I feel strongly will be successful. Millions of people have died in the war that would not have happened if I were president, but it did happen, so it must end. No more lives should be lost. I want to thank President Putin for his time and effort with respect to this call, and for the release yesterday of Mark Fogel, a wonderful man that I personally greeted last night in the White House. I believe this effort will lead to a successful conclusion, hopefully soon. So this was posted a couple hours ago, probably around 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. So now we got new conclude, a new update. Around a couple minutes after that, again from Donald Trump. I just spoke to President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine. The conversation went very well. He, like President Putin, wants to make peace. We discussed a variety of topics having to do with the war, but mostly the meeting that is being set up on Friday in Munich, where Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio will lead the delegation. I am hopeful that the results of that meeting will be positive. It is time to stop this ridiculous war where there has been massive and totally unnecessary death and destruction. God bless the people of Russia and Ukraine. So it seems like there's been a huge update in regards to this terrible war that's been happening. And it's just, when will the war stop? Is it going to be soon, or is it going to be for a while? So here I have my kind of prediction of how the war is going to end. There's going to be some I should say there's going to be some territory lost. I don't believe it's going to, you know, there's going to be no territory gained by Ukraine. It's impossible. No matter what you can say, they're not in a position to. Now, this would be different if they, say, captured Crimea. They could probably trade Crimea into for the Donbass region. But still, I believe that there's be some land taken. I given these estimates, including probably most of this area, maybe a little bit further, maybe some in the north. But I don't believe it's going to be, right on the Dnieper, because I think that's a little bit impossible. But we did also get updates from the Secretary of Defense that no, Ukraine membership in NATO is not on the table. They will not be part of NATO. There'll be no U.S. troops on the ground. But I believe my personal prediction is there's going to have to be some type of, you can both sides have to get some type of deal to stop the fighting. So I can see Russia being forced to pay some reparations to Ukraine while gaining territory. But hopefully this whole war, comes to a close. There's been you know, it's a lot of fighting, and you just go on there, X, and you see all the Ukraine simps out there, and it's just why they believe in like this unrealistic idea that Ukraine's gonna magically win the war big and then retake Crimea, expand the territory. It's not gonna happen. Russia has always done poorly in the beginning of the wars, but have done better at the end. If you look at the Winter War, we saw you see that happen. They did very poorly in the beginning of the war against the Finns, against people on skis. But then got the purges that happened, and then boom, the war was the loss was fixed in quotes. So people slipping over the idea of a Ukraine full victory are nothing more than brain dead idiots, and they don't know exactly the patterns that Russia usually follows, and especially with human rave tactics. So anyway, this is going to be a shorter video. I was planning on uploading a prediction today or tomorrow, but I'll probably do that at the weekend. So this is to be continued. Hope you'll have enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you later.